Good morning, students. We discussed about before this class about the male gametophytes. Now that we are talking about the female gametophyte. This is the part of second, and it is the chapter number 2, reproduction in flowering plants. We discussed about before this class male gametophytes. There are the produced the pollen grains which are germinate or the pollinations after the formation of male gametes part. So now today we are discussing the flowering plants which have which types of the female gametophytes. Female gametophytes, you know very well, the sign of the female, it is that, okay, you know very well, this is the female part of the flowering part. So female part of the flowering plants, that will be have the reproductive organ or a part, it is called gynoecium. You know very well, because gynoecium, it is the female part of the plant. This, the structure of the female part including the gynoecium, all the structures, like there are the structure of megasporangium. It is the structure of megasporangium that are also including the gynoecium part of the flower. That are the flower on the basis of this carpel, it is also called the carpel. So according to the number of the carpel present in the flowering plants, that are two types. First is monocarpellary, when the one pistils or a carpel that will be have on a flower, so it is called monocarpellary. And the many pistils that will be have on a flower, it is called multicarpellary. First is monocarpellary, second one is multicarpellary. There are, if they are free, that are including the flower, it is called apocarpus. It is called, if the pistils that will be have the free conditions, that are called apocarpus, and it will be fused, that are called syncarpus. Okay, so now that will be have on a flower, that if they are free, that is called apocarpus, and it have the fused conditions that are called syncarpus. Okay, now the structure of megasporangium, if we know that are including ovule. So that are called ovule. Okay, so it's a gynoecium parts that will be have on the flower, that will be classified according to if they have one pistils, that is called monocarpillary, and the many pistils, that will be called multicarpillary. If they are free, that are called apocarpus, and that are fused with each other, then the formation of syncarpus flower. Now you know very well, because before this class you studied about the gynoecium part of the flower, that will be have the structures. You have seen that there are a swollen structure that is called stigma. It is the uppermost part of the flower, swollen part. It is called stigma. Now the next part we discuss about it before this class, that is the slender stalk like structure, that will be called style. Now the next part it is called ovary. It is a slender stalk like structure, and the ovary, which are a big outermost part of the ovules, that will be have to involve in, it is called ovule. It is the part of ovary that will be have the various types of the cells, that is called placenta part. So now this one, the structure that are the female part of the flower. If we are talking about the stigma, that are have two part. First is hollow, and the second it's have the solid part. Stigma, that are the part of that here. If they have the structures like it, there are the one of the cells or epidermis, endothelial, everywhere, whatever, that are hollow like structures will be formed. And now the solid, there are in the stigma various types of the block of the cells will be of the stigma. It is called solid part. It is the hollow part that have the hollow, and they are the blocking part by the cells. It is the female part of the, it is a female part or a gynoecium part of the flower. In the angiosperm plants, that will be have the structures like it. So there are the three parts. First is, second one is, and the third one is, it is the flowering plants part that will be have. So that are mainly include in the female part, three types parts of there. And now we will starting the, according to angiosperm plant, we discuss about mostly the ovule part, that are called anatropous, that are called anatropous. Anatropous in the angiosperm plant, anatropous, it is the angiosperm plant that have the anatropous structures, because there are the ovules that have the ovary structure, placenta, and various parts of there are present, including this the angiosperm plants. So we see there that the structures is what is the anatropous. You look in the class of 10th, 9th and 11th that you have the structures of ovule. There are a this is the placenta and the placental part of the body that will be held into the ovarial part, and there are the ovule will be lagged with the placental part, and which is called the funicle. It is called funicle. Which is called funicle. And now the next, if they are increased in their size and the formation of outermost part of the ovules that will be have to here, that is called raphe. And after all that will be have to increase in their part, and after formation of their, it is called hilum. So the funicle part that will be link the ovules to the placental wall, it is called funicle, and their outer growth or the increase in this size and outer most part covering for the ovules, that is called hilum. And after that there are the covering area will be formed, it is called that are after that one layer and then two layer internal and outer structure that will be called integument. But there are the upper most part, it is called chalaja, and their opposite part, it is called micropylar end. And there are the structure of various types of the cell that are present, including the block-like structure. It is called nucleus. It is called nucleus. It is called nucleus, and that are the part of the chalaja, and that are the opposite part which will be have, there are the micropylar end, and that are the part of new cells. It is called nucleus. New cells, and all the things that are covering by the layers, it is called integument. It is the outer integument and it is the inner integument. So there are the structure that will be formed by the funicle that will be formed their increasement of their size and the formation of their hilum and outer covering of the ovules that will be called raphe, and it will the formation of the outermost upper part it is called chalaja, and the opposite part that will be the germinal pore of there, it is called micropyle, and there are the various types of the cells that will be have to block to each other and then formation of the part of nucellus, and that are the all things that will be formed it covering by two layers, that is the outer and inner integuments. So it is the structure of anatropous type structure which will be have in the female part of the reproductive plant in mainly angiosperm. It is only the mostly part of there is present in angiosperm. So that are the Kulldorff. It is the structure of the megasporangiums, or if you know about it, it is the ovule structure that will be have the nucellus part, which are only one cells that will be have to describe we know very well, because that have to germinate or the produces the next megaspore formation. So that are the structure which will be formed there. It is called microspore mother cell. It is called megaspore mother cell. It is also in a short term we will say about it MMC. It means megaspore mother cells. Okay. So now these are the megaspore mother cells, female megaspores that will be formed by these types of the cells that will be have the structures, and which will be divided by the various types of the divisions, and it is the structures that will be formed of the haploid structures, or it is called megasporo, and that are form the megasporogenesis. So the next time we will discuss about the development of the female gametophyte. So this is the structures of ovule, and now this is the formation of female gametophytes by the process of megasporogenesis. So we discuss the next female gametophyte development. So the next is now the next is we discuss about development of female gametophyte. Development of female gametophyte. After discuss, we show there the structures of ovule. There are the microspore mother cells that will be have to divide their cells, and then formation of various types of the haploid structures of female gametes. That will be have to the next time they will be have to go for the pollination and the fertilization the next offspring. So now today we are discussing also about the development of female gametophyte. According to female gametophyte, it is also formation of embryo sac. We discuss about that also, formation of embryo sac, because the embryo sac that will be have to the formation of, and it discuss in the development of female gametophyte. So there are the structures of their ovule. There the formation will be have, okay, according to that are the nucellus, micropylar end. It is the micropylar end, you know very well, because before this class you know about it, okay. So that is micropylar end. It is called chalaza. It is called the nucellus structures of their, and nucellus, and that are the funicle and hilum, and that the structures will be have. So there are the various types of the cells will be blocked here, nucellus part, but in this structure one cells, it is called microspore mother cells. Microspore mother cells that are represent to there. So it have the structures in the ovule, and this is the types of microspore mother cells, because we tag this microspore mother cells and then will be germinate to a megaspore. So now in the megasporogenesis, the microspore mother cells that will be have a cell, a single cells. So that will be have called MMC. And we don't know the tricks of that megaspore mother cells. So we discuss about that. It is the, and there are, if we know talking about the structure, there are the chalazal position and there are the macropyre end. So we took the C and M here, okay. It is the macropylar end and there is the chalaza end, you know very well that. So that have the meiotic division. It is the first division of there. After the meiotic division, that will be have to form a 4 cells. First is there are the chalaza position and there are the macropyre. Yes, you see there the position will be remaining here, okay, just like it, okay. Now it is the chalaza, it is a macropylar end, and there are the formation of 4 types of the cell here, first, second, third, fourth, okay. It is the meiotic division, so that are haploid structure, and it will be called megaspore tetrad, and there are the meiotic divisions will be performed by the macrospore mother cells, then megaspore mother cells that will be have to haploid structure formation, megaspore tetrad formation by the meiotic division, and that are a linear position. Okay, so it is a have the linear position they are, and but there are the situation that the three cells which are that are the upper position of the cells, that are the three degenerate the megaspore, and there are only the one cells that will be survival megaspore. There are only the one of the cells that will be have to megaspore which surviving here. So now that are also it is the haploid structure and location according to their chalaza and micropylar. Okay, one the single mother cells and then form to a four megaspore cells, but there are the three degenerate megaspores and the one of the survival that will be have to process forward. Okay, so now then there are the one cells that will be have to formation of three karyokinetic process. After three karyokinetic process, that will be going to the formation of there are the karyokinetic means that there are the mitotic division which are performing in the nucleus. Okay, only nucleus, not for the cells about it, because there are the karyokinetic divisions, karyokinetic process that will be have to mitotic division, and after that the mitotic division that will be have to form. There are one cells that will be one nucleus that will be divided into three times, and the formation of first, second to third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. There are formation of 8 nucleate cells, and by the mitotic division that will be the formed by karyokinetic process. After the formation of 8 nucleus in a cell, that will be called a embryonic sac structure will be formed after that. So there are the 8 nucleus will be formed here. So there are first is that will be have to go for the cytokinesis process. There are 3 nucleus. First 3 nucleus will be going for the chalajal positions. So we are discussing about that the chalajal position, and that are the micropylar end positions. So there are the 3 nucleus that will be have to after division that will be coming from the chalajal end, and the 3 other in the lower part of the cells that will be go for the micropylar end positions. So that are formed the, and there are the okay, now there are the 2 nucleus that will be have to their position remaining. So that the formation which will be have to proceed, and the formation of there are 3 types of the nucleus which will be set up their position beside the chalaja, and now the next 3 nucleus that will be have to by the cytokinesis, okay, that will be formation by the cytokinesis, because there are the karyokinetic process which have to degrade the and divide the nucleate. So it will be the 3 kinetic process that will be have formation of 8 nucleus in a cell, and then after that have the cytokinesis division, okay. So that are the formation of 6 types of the nucleate. 3 types of the nucleate that will be have to go for the chalaza end, and the 3 types of the nucleate that will go for the macropylar end. So now there are the some 2 nucleus will be small, and there are the one is bigger. So the bigger nucleus that will be called apparatus, and the 2 types of there are the nucleus that will be called synergid. The formation of the synergid, and that will be also called the Hilbert cells, and after that, and now the apparatus and the chalaza and positions, there are the 3 cells that will be also called antipodal cells, antipodal nucleus. So now the formation of antipodal cell, and there are the 3 cells which will be beside of the macropylar end, one of the synergid and the egg apparatus will be have, and now there are 3 cells will be antipodal cells, and now there are the 2 nucleus that will be have remaining here. So this the polar cells, this is called polar nucleus. So this one, that the formation of embryo sac, this is called embryo sac formation, will be formed by the antipodal cells, polar nucleus, egg apparatus and the synergid by the process of 3 karyokinetic process, and after that the mitotic division, that will be formation of 8 nucleus, and then form 2 by the cytokinesis, that will be formed the 3 types of the cells here, and 3 types of the cells macropylar end, beside the macropylar end, and now the center part will be formed by the polar nucleus. That are the formation of